Hi, it's Mrs. Moran, and today we will be learning about comparing numbers to 100 and using a symbol to represent the relationship between the numbers. So I want you to remember a very important thing. When we're reading today even numbers, we read from the left to the right, just like we do when we're reading a book or we're reading a sentence. All right, so I have my 2 boxes of cereal here. I want to know how much each one of them weighs, and if I look down here, I can see the cornflakes is 18 ounces. So I'm going to write that here. 18 is my number for the cornflakes. I started on the left, I'm going to the right, and I'm looking here in the corner, and it's pretty clear that this weighs 20 ounces. All right, so let's write that here. My Cheerios is 20. My cornflakes is 18. I'm going to read from left to right. 18 is less than 20. I'm putting my inequality symbol in between. So now I want you to answer this question for me. Is 5 equal to 7? Is that true? No, no way. They aren't equal to each other. We know that. So we can't use the equal symbol. We need to use one of our inequality symbols. So let's go on. And don't worry if you don't remember them, because we're going to go and review them now, okay? So here they are. Here's our inequality symbols. One of them is greater than, and one of them is less than. What I want you to do is I'm going to write them down, and you can write them down also. And you can copy down the symbol. That's my greater than. This is my less than. Okay, you can write them down. All right, and I want you to, when you see them, I want you to be able to remember them and to recognize them. And sometimes when you're looking at them, it gets a little confusing, right? So one good way, it's kind of a trick that people have, is when they look at this one here, it kind of looks like an L that's fallen over. Okay, an L that's fallen over, and less than begins with L. So that's kind of like a trick how we remember it. Okay, but let's practice seeing that we know the signs, the symbols. All right, so we have, I'm going to put that one there. I'm going to put that one up there. I'm going to put that one here, and I'm going to put that one here. All right, and I want you to match them up. You can write the words on a piece of paper, and you can either write these down here, the symbols up there, and draw lines connecting them. I'm actually going to move the card. So I know the easy one is this one because it's equal to, right? So we're going to move that right up there, and we have a match. This is equal to. Now, how do we figure out which one is less than and which one is greater than? I told you the little trick that even I use. This is kind of like an L that's tipped over, so I know the L goes with the L. I'll never forget that, okay? And greater than has the wider part facing, okay? There we go, out, match them up. There you go. So now let's try it with numbers that are single digits, and let's go back to our 5 and 7 that we said did not equal each other. So what symbol should we put in between them? It's not going to be the equal sign. So 5 is less than 7. Smaller part of my inequality symbol is pointing to the smaller number. Reading left to right, 5 is less than 7. Excellent. Now let's try it with double digit numbers. Okay, so I have now ones in the place value, and I have tens in the place value. So let's look at the tens. I'm going to separate it for you just so we remember a little bit. Recall that we've done this before. And in the tens place is 7. And in the tens place here is 8. But 7 is less than 8. 75 is less than 85. So I am going to put that symbol there, and I'd like for you to do the same thing. So now we're going to play a game where we're going to match things up, okay? So let's do this again where our symbols are up here. Oh, I don't want to put them together yet. Okay, all of these down here and down here. All right, so you're going to help me, okay? All right, there we go. So let's look at this one first. It's 35 and 42. So you might already remember that 35 is less than 42, or you can look at, this has 3 tens, this has 4 tens, okay? But 35 is going to be less than 42. How about this one? 78 and 80. Same thing. You might remember which one is less than the other, okay? But you can also look at the tens place, and that's 7 and that's 8. 78 is less than 80. All right. Let's try this one. How about 199? Let's match these up here, okay? Okay, that's that, and that's going to go there. Okay? All right, so we have 199. We know, or we may remember that 100 is 10 tens. This is 9 tens with 9 ones. So we know 100 is going to be greater than 99. All right. How about this one? How about 93? And then on the other side is 8 tens and 3 ones. 8 tens is 83. 9 tens here. 9 is going to be greater. 93 is greater than 8 tens, or 83. So let's put that there. Okay. Okay, how about this one? I have 9 tens and 8 ones. That's 98, right? And 9 tens and 8 ones, and then 10 tens. So this is going to be 98. 10 tens is going to be 100. This one here is going to be 98 is less than 100. It's going to go in our less than pile. All right. Always pointing to the smaller number, always reading left to right. All right. All right, here we go. How about this one? 72, we know is 10. 7 tens and 2 ones. 7 tens and 2 ones. It looks a little different, right? And the order is different, but both of those are 72. So we're going to put those in the equal to pile. All right, we have 2 left. Here we go. 6 tens, 2 ones, or 2 tens and 6 ones. 6 tens is definitely greater than 2 tens. So we're going to put that right over here in our greater than pile. Okay, last one. And I did save the hardest one for last, but not for you guys, okay? So we have 5 tens, 4 ones. We have 4 tens and 14 ones. What do you think? This number looks larger because it says 5 tens. This only says 4 tens. But we have to look over here, right, at the 14 ones, which we may remember or may know that is 1 10 and 4 ones. So this actually becomes 5 tens and 4 ones. So that is equal. They do not have to look the same. They have to have the same value. Okay, so we're going to put those there. All right, there's our matches. Great job. Let's go on. Let's record our results. Let's write down what we just did. And I want you to copy it on paper and make sure you understand why I'm having the inequality symbol or the symbol the way that I'm putting it, okay? All right, so here we go. 35 less than 42. 100 greater than 99. 9 tens and 8 ones is less than 10 tens. That's 100 on the other side, right? 72, we already agreed that this is the same thing, equivalent, even though It looks different and the order's different, right? They tried to trick us, but they're not going to do that. 78 less than 80. 93 and 8 tens and 3 ones. 93 is definitely greater than 8 tens and 3 ones. 6 tens, 2 ones. 62, 2 tens and 6 ones. Definitely 6 tens is 62 over here, 26 over here. 6 tens, 2 ones is greater. Last is 54. Ooh, this is the one that we remember. It's the tricky one, right? This is 54, but this is 40, 54. So they equal each other. Excellent work. So let's remember what we did today, okay? We're reading a number sentence left to right, and we're placing the correct symbol in between them, okay? Our greater than symbol will always have the greater number facing it here, okay? Our less than symbol will always have the smaller number here with the greater number on this side. And how do we remember it if we don't have any numbers? We know that this one kind of looks like it's an L, right? That kind of looks like an L, and that is the less than symbol.